All right, welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. So like in the last episode, I did a job of a customer's Porsche 911 Turbo, and I upgraded the turbo in it, expecting it to be faster, and it was actually slower because I think there's enough wear and tear on the, like that's a factor in the game, so that it actually made less power. So in lieu of that, I guess I'm gonna do it a little bit different today. We're working on a different job. This is a customer's Lotus Esprit S1, and it needs some brake work. So we're gonna give it some brake work. We're gonna do that. The only thing we know it needs is an ABS module. I'm guessing all like the discs and the calipers and the pads and whatnot. It'll be a really easy job. And because it's easy, we're gonna do more. We're gonna go above and beyond. We're gonna leave the body work kind of tired, looking like all this, the rusty fuel cap and everything. We're gonna probably leave that all, like that. But I'm gonna take the engine out. I'm gonna completely rebuild the engine and replace it with performance parts. Before we do that, though, I'm going to move it to the dyno. We're gonna dyno it stock. Hello, dyno. Because I want to see exactly where we're at performance-wise before we start. I actually want to see how the performance is in comparison to its performance spec. And then we're going to see how much power we can get out of it by just improving the engine. So factory engine power, 179 horsepower, 214 newton meters of torque. Okay, 179 horsepower. Let's see how it's doing with how many miles? 261,000 kilometers. That's a lot of miles. Let's see how it does, I guess, with as many miles on it. So with the wear and tear on the engine, I'm guessing we're going to see quite a bit less power. I'm going to guess 130 horsepower. Hopefully that's not too conservative. Come on, 130, 130, 100. Yeah. Oh my goodness, 83 horsepower. Whoa, less than 50% of the factory horsepower. So I know you just want this brake job, but I'm going to work on it. So yeah, 83 horsepower. Holy moly. Okay, now let's move it to the lifter and let's start pulling the brake system apart. We're going to get the brakes fixed, get that all happy and good to go. And then I'll pull the engine out and we'll do the engine. So this is actually a really interesting car too. So you can open the trunk and there's just like this engine cover. Look at this weird little engine cover. And then boom, there's the engine. And well, we'll get to the engine more, but what's super crazy with the engine, if you look at it, look at the angle of the engine, right? So you've got your dual overhead cams up here. The whole thing is at a pretty significant angle in the actual engine base. So the intake manifold is over here. There's our air filter box. This is using the i4E engine, which is, it's good because there are a lot of upgradable parts in the i4E, which is cool. But it's just a super interesting engine. So I'm curious to see exactly how that goes when we pull it out and put it on the engine mount. But for now, let's just focus on the brakes. We'll do the brake system really quick. So we will have an ABS pump, actually. I guess we could just do that. Oh, ABS module. I guess we could just do that really quick. No? It kind of doesn't want me to do that sometimes. Where is our ABS modules? In the front? It is. Ho ho! The pump looks pretty rough, I gotta say. I'm gonna pull the pump out as well. I don't think the pump ever actually will show ahead of time. But yeah, that module was not good, and the pump is at 31%, which I think might be bad enough. No, the pump is okay. Wow, that's impressive. We can fix the pump. The module will need to be replaced. Hey, look, there it is. I'm just going to get these done really quick. Whoa. Oh, it's got a frunk, of course. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, wow. You can actually just put it right in here. Sorry. Please stop. Go back to normal mode. Normal mode. Normal. There we go. Wow. That's a little weird. Oh, yeah. So the radiator's sitting right behind that. It's interesting. I don't know how it gets a lot of airflow back there, but I guess it works somehow. Okay, so it's that. And then I'm guessing the rest of it's all just going to be at each wheel. In fact, I know it's all going to be at each wheel because there's really nothing else that can fail. Or go bad. So we're just going to pull all the wheels off, replace any brake parts that need to be replaced, and then we're going to pull the engine out. And we're just going to upgrade the entire, we're going to break the entire engine down. We're going to replace everything we can with performance parts and restore everything with brand new stuff. So this guy's going to come in for a brake job and get a brand new engine, which is cool. Let's look at the minimum Okay, minimum parts condition is 31%. That should not be an issue. 31%. We're going to not have any issues with that. I'm going to leave the wheels. I don't want the guy to know, you know, because if it's under the engine cover, he won't have any reason to know until he puts his foot down, and he won't have 83 horsepower. He'll have whatever we give him here, at least 179, which was the factory. It will be above that. We should be above that, for sure. So, it is naturally aspirated, so we won't have a turbocharger or anything to upgrade, which is too bad. We will go and test drive it, because I'm very curious to know how it drives. I've never driven this car in the game. I'm very curious to see what the Lotus Esprit is like. Should be pretty fun. Okay. And there's that. All right. What can we fix? Probably, like, calipers. Yeah, I'm just going to fix everything. Ooh, I broke some stuff. Wow. Usually I'm so successful. Oh, I broke 2 cylinders. Youch. Okay. So we need to replace... We need 2 cylinders... 2 cylinders, 1 caliper. Yeah. 2 cylinders, 1 calendar. Caliper. And then we need the rest of the stuff, which is always going to need to be replaced pretty much. Okay, let's go to brakes. Brakes. We need a caliper. We need 2 cylinders. We're going to need 2 discs, 2 vented discs, and we're going to need 4 pads. Not 5, but 4. Okay, that should be it. Let's go ahead and put it all back together. Boop. Get your new brake pads. Got your new brake caliper with the new cylinder. Everybody's happy. Going above and beyond for the customer, even on the brakes. Ooh, I should make sure. Are these all the same dimension? 205, 205. Ooh, okay. So 205s are going to go in the back. I'm in the back of the car, right? I hope I am. Actually, I'm not really sure if I am. No, I am. Okay, I can see the radiator down there. I didn't know where I was at. Okay, so the back of the car, we'll go here. Yes, back is going to have the wider wheels. Pretty standard deal. They're not that different, but they are different. Oop, I need to make sure I'm checking. I think it was 205. Yep, 195 is on the front. Yep. Nice. Okay, see, super simple job. So once we get the rest of this done, we basically would have been done normally. But I'm not going to stop there because I wanted to actually just find one of these cars in the junkyard or like the auction house or something, but I can never find them. Like getting things to show up in the junkyard, you just go in and out of the junkyard 50 times, and it's really actually kind of a bummer. I know you can like mod the game files to like change the probabilities of cars showing up. I have done that. Did I not get another? Oh, okay. Well, that's embarrassing. Tab. I needed 2 calipers. I thought I only needed 1. I know you can mod the game files. Oh, jeez. To do that. And I've done that once to get modded vehicles to show up more frequently. Like when I was playing with mods back before I bought all the DLCs. I did that because otherwise, like, you couldn't get them to show up. Some of them you couldn't, like, some of them just wouldn't be eligible to show up in the junkyard, so you have to go and edit the file to do that. But I haven't really done that in a long time. So yeah, now we're good. The job would be done at this point. We could hit finish and be done, but we're not done because we're going to do a lot more. We're going to take out, oh, I should not do that. We need to disconnect the drive shaft. Hopefully I don't take the wheels off. Probably take the wheels off. Oof. Well, anyway, you can see what it would have looked like, I guess. Yeah, this is going to have to come out. So, okay. We will have to pull the starter. Where is the starter? Hello, Mr. Starter. Weird. Oh, right there? Oh, I gotta take the oil filter off to get the starter out? That's funny. That's totally true, though. Wow, what a pain. So that means I gotta drain the oil, which I have to do anyway. Okay, let's... Where's my oil thinger? There you are. Hey, buddy. Okay, we're going to move you. Lifter A. And drain. Okay. You have to remove the wheels to remove the axles. So undo this part. Sorry. Jump the gun. We're going to put those back on later. But we are going to have to remove both axles. This is rear-wheel drive car, rear engine car. So we're going to need to just remove both these axles. This one. Okay, nice, good. And then we're going to go back up, and now we can take out that oil filter, and we can take off our starter, except apparently you have to get the car on the ground. Move, reset, down, good. Okay, once we get this removed, I think we'll be clear to remove the transmission, and then we can pull the engine out. I hope. Yes, cool. Only 4 bolts holding that big, gigantic transmission on there. Okay, let's put it down. We're going to move in our engine hoist, engine crane, as the game calls it, and then we're going to remove. And then we're going to install it on our engine stand. This is just the best way I like to work on things. Plus, you get a really good look at the engine. So that is how it's mounted in the car. It's pretty crazy. Like, it's totally at like a 45-degree angle. Pretty interesting. But again, what's cool is there's actually a lot of parts in this engine that we can upgrade too. So let's start pulling it apart. Air filter cover just lifts right off. We've got two barrel carburetors. Each have a round air filter inside of this very rough looking air box. We are going to replace everything. It's going to be very, very shiny. It's going to be pretty cool. The owner would certainly know we'd done more than we promised to do once they open that engine cover. But until they do that, really, you're just counting on them. You're counting on their butt dyno to tell them that the car feels faster, I guess. Okay, engine head cover. I'm curious to see what it's like under these engine head covers. They're Lotus branded, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we just got a. This is unique. Wow, this is a very unique head. Okay, it'll be interesting to see if we just pull those camshafts out or if they're all like one unit. Guessing they come out. They do look super different though. It's kind of cool. We've got ignition coil B. Yeah, these exhaust manifolds are upgradable, which is neat. Let's go ahead and pull some of this timing stuff apart. If we can. Oh, okay. Just pull this right off. There's no tensioner, which is interesting. Standard water pump pulley. Got our crankshaft pulley I6. Okay. Standard alternator we can upgrade. Good stuff. Fuel filter. Of course we can upgrade. It's in every single car. Idler roller A. The only idler in the whole engine. That's actually going to make this really simple. I6 water pump. Serpentine belt I4E. Cam gear I6. Okay, there's a cam shaft. Cam gears are both from the I6. So we don't pull the camshaft out. It's integrated. I can't think of another car where it's like that. The camshaft is integrated into the head. Cool. So that's all going to come out as one big piece. Wow. That is kind of fun. Okay, neat. Held them with 10 bolts here. And there you go. Cool. Ignition wires I4E. Hopefully those are upgradable. And then obviously our 4 spark plugs. We can upgrade all of those. This is actually a pretty simple engine. It's coming apart really easy. You've got ignition distributor, just a standard one. Okay, yeah. And then it does have an I4E distributor cap, which is cool. That's upgradable. I know I saw that. We can, of course, do the rotor and the distributor. Those are both upgradable as well. So, yeah, there's going to be lots of components on here that we can upgrade. We're going to hopefully get well above that stock 179 horsepower number. All right, pull the flywheel, the clutch plate, all that off. And then, all right, let's go to our engine head. I think the head itself also, there is a performance version of that. And then we're right down to the block and our pistons. Let's go, we're going to turn the engine around, unbolt the, I really want to go, nope, really want to go the other way. Let's go this way. It's going to like throw it up there for me really nicely because of this weird angle this engine's at. Simply just held with 4 bolts, gigantic suitcase. Look at what a weird engine block. I mean, it is. I mean, you can tell that it sits at an angle because of the way the oil pan sits. You know, so where your oil would pool down here. It's so unique. I don't know if there's any other engine in the game that sits at an angle like this. Obviously, your flat 4s would sit completely like perpendicular, but this is pretty unique. Kind of fun. All right, we can pull our pistons out, and we can upgrade, of course, all the pistons. Very standard in every vehicle. Pull off our crankshaft bearing caps, and we've almost got this thing completely disassembled at this point. And one more. We can pull our crankshaft out, get stuff fixed. All right, I4E specific crankshaft. That's kind of cool. And then our engine block, I4E. All right, let's fix everything we can. Yep, rod caps are going to be good. I'm just going to fix some of this stuff, even though I'm going to potentially replace some of it as well. It's just not that big a deal to go ahead and fix everything. So I'm going to fix everything I can. And then we'll replace with better versions everything else we can. Okay, so hopefully the engine block... I wasn't even paying attention. Was the engine block in there? Nice. Engine block's not going to be upgradable. That's very normal. Okay, let's jump into the performance shop. And let's just look at I4E. So we know we're going to need a engine head. We're going to need, I assume, engine head B and engine head C. So that's going to have the actual cam shafts in there. So we'll need both of those. We're going to need a couple... Oh, no, a single exhaust manifold. Duh, this is an I4. Single bank, so... Oh, wait. No. Were there two of them? No. Yes? No. I don't know. I'm going to buy one. I think maybe I'll need one. I'm not sure. Now I feel like dumb here. Ignition distributor cap, I4E. We can upgrade that. The ignition wires, I4E. We can upgrade those. Intake manifold, I4E. That's cool. What else? Nothing else I4E. I don't think so. We got the head. Okay. Let's do distributor. We know we're going to do that. We're going to do the rotor. It looks so different. It like throws me off. Let's see. Plug. We can do 4 spark plugs. I'm just kind of like going off memory. The things I know I can do. Alternator. Just a standard alternator. Oh, crankshaft. No, crankshafts are not. Okay, so maybe I already repaired it. I'm not sure. Carb. It was a 2-barrel carburetor, like this. Boop, boop, boop. And then let's see if the filter's in here too. Nice. Filter. We got 2 of those. That should give us a decent start on let's do pistons. We're going to need those like really soon, so we'll do 4 pistons. That should give us a pretty good start to at least be able to start assembling some stuff. How do we do on the crankshaft? We did manage to repair it, so that's cool. Nice. We can get our bearing caps in. Those all got repaired. Helps so much. Saves so much time to be able to just repair stuff. So, and luckily, like my repair ability, my repair spec is very good, so I rarely fail. Okay, we should buy new piston rings. Those are not something you can fix. Oh, I expect that to be better. Pisto. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. All right. And mount. Performance piston with rings. Performance piston with rings. I don't know if I managed to fix all the rod caps. Okay. How do we do on rod caps? Nice. They're all fixed. Good deal. Get those in there. Everything's looking nice and secure. We will need to do a flywheel, clutch plate, that stuff. We managed to fix the oil pans. That's good. And now we can rotate the engine back over, which is going to be this. Yep, nice. Okay, where are we at? How are we looking, game? Let's put our performance engine head on. So there's a stock one. The performance one has red springs and more of like a gunmetal finish, which is cool. This is definitely not the right bolt order. Very specific bolt order when you're putting on heads. You don't want them to warp. It's very important. Let's do both of these extra like little heads with the integrated camshafts. We got head C, and then the other one will be head B. These also have like little red springs. They look just subtly different than the stock one. Ooh, wait. Oh, okay. Wait, was that it? So I must have not... Oh. Ooh, I think I put the wrong one on. No. Yeah, I did, because it's not shiny. Okay, so the stock one does have red springs. You can see the only difference there is this one is like a little bit shinier. I did put the wrong one on, though, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. It's a problem with when you fix everything, is that you have to be a little more careful and Grabbing the right stuff. Oh, maybe I had the right one on. I don't know. I'm just making sure. Who knows? Maybe I did. I don't know. Engine cover. Oh, we did manage to fix those. And those aren't going to have a performance version. That's cool. So our Lotus cover is looking much better than before. Much nicer. It's so cool they say Lotus. I like that a lot. Boop. Beep. Boop. Boop. Nice. Let's go ahead and throw that exhaust manifold on the performance one. It's shiny. It's beautiful. Simple 4 bolts holding that on. We can drop our 4 performance spark plugs in, each good for 0.13% performance improvement. So, you know, adds up to what, 5.52, I guess. Cam gear i6, we're going to need to, I must have another one from a different job. Water pump, did manage to fix the water pump, although, I don't remember if there's a water pump. Is that a performance thing? Water pump i6? Oops, I'm in the wrong shop. Water? Nope. Cam? Gear? Gear? Nope. Okay. So we can do those. Cam gear i6. i6. Maybe. I'm looking right at it, aren't I? It's right there. It's right here. 2 of those. Okay. All right, let's see. Get our cam gear on. Cam gear on. Water pump. Boop, boop. Water pump pulley, I think, needs to be replaced. And alternator, we did get a performance alternator. That was not it. This is it. It's slightly shinier. Oh, that's where the... oh, I forgot there was another cam gear here. To drive... what is that? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Interesting. Wonder what this does. Huh. Okay, another cam gear then. I really should probably just get the serpentine belts at this point too. They're both water pump pulley. We can do, oop, gosh. We can do our intake manifold. Shiny again. Boop, 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 boop. It's a fun bolt pattern. Okay, we do have our 2-barrel carbs. We can do a fuel filter. That's going to be performance. Let's just grab i4E. It's not very good at searching for engine variants. Like, it doesn't really work when you type i4E. You get kind of everything. But we can find our serpentine belt B for the i4E and the serpentine belt A for the i4E, which would probably be good. Let's get a water pump pulley while we're in here, and then let's bounce back to the tuning shop. Let's get a fuel filter. Ooh, and also I forgot about this ignition canister thing, coil B. I know that was in there. That should be pretty close. That serpentine belt B on there. We are gonna have to buy an idler B, I think. Idler A. I was wrong. Yep, gonna have to buy that. Idle A. The only idler pulley in this, so. Boop. Crankshaft pulley i6. Yikes. Pulley. Crankshaft pulley i6. No performance version of that, which is interesting because, you know, performance crankshaft pulleys are definitely a thing and have some real benefits in real life, but they don't have them in the game. Fuel filter. There's our performance fuel filter. It's red. And our shiny 2-barrel carbs, shiny with red. They look dramatically different. Pretty cool. Get both of those in there. We can move down and do this ignition stuff quick. Get our ignition distributor, the performance version, the performance rotor, and the performance cap, i4E. I'm probably going to have to buy clips because you can't fix clips. Oh, no, you can fix clips. Okay, that's great. I like that. Boop. 2 clip Bs. Here's our performance ignition wires for the i4E. Nice. We are close. There's that ignition coil B that I just grabbed. We do need to do flywheel, that stuff. iFilter, oh, air filter base we did not manage to fix. Let's just grab that base. I thought that was going to be a good search. I don't know if it really was. I4E. What do you look like? This? Okay. Hopefully this looks a little nicer. The old one was pretty rough. It was in really bad shape. Round air filters. We bought the performance version. You can see they have red filtered stuff, you know. And then our cover, also we managed to fix that. That's cool. Okay, so we're pretty much there. We just need to do the transmission side. So we're just going to need to do flywheel, clutch plate, pressure plate. So we'll just go to gearbox, go clutch plate, pressure plate, flywheel, and then we should just grab a throwout bearing because that does not get fixed either. Then we should be good. We can put it back in the car. And then we can test it and see how much power we have made for our customer who is not paying for this work. This is pure charity. This Esprit it deserves better. I'm just doing it for the Esprit. Okay, so there you go. I love the ignition coil, high power output, you know, just make sure everybody knows what's up. Okay, so that is the engine, all done with performance parts. It looks beautiful. The red accents actually look pretty cool on this. Not that we're really going to see it underneath that engine cover, but okay. So let's pull out the engine crane, off the engine stand. We're going to put it on the crane and install it into the car, and then we can move you away. All right. It's back in the car. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's home. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. It looked different to me. It's not different. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, let's get the transmission put in. I'm not going to change out the transmission. I'm not going to, like, fix it or anything. It's just, well, I don't know. Should I? I mean, actually, is the gearbox doesn't get fixed. Oh, the gearbox got fixed. Okay, I'm not going to put a performance gearbox in or anything, but I fixed the gearbox, which is probably good. And it actually might make a difference for performance. I'm not actually super sure. Okay, put our wheels back on again. We're almost there. All right. Oh, geez. Axle and wheel, and then I'm going to need to buy a new oil filter. I did forget about that. Yeah. So we'll put our starter, and then what was the oil filter? I just want to see what the oil filter is. Please tell me. Just let me see. Oh, it's really not. Oh, it's not even going to let me see until I get the starter put in. That's obnoxious. I got to do starter then oil filter, which means I got to go down then back up. It's kind of annoying, but that's all right. Starter, good. Oil filter I4. Okay. Let's just go. It's blue. That's all I know. It's a blue oil filter. There you go. Not the W12. W12 and the I4, a little different. I would think they'd have different oil needs. Okay. So now we can fill it with oil, and then we should be good to go dyno it and see exactly how we do. Let me close this. And then let's fill it with oil. Oil's important. Bloop, 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 bloop. I like to overfill it. That's my strategy. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's move it to the entrance and just make sure it starts. Get in car. Oh, look at this interior. It's so empty. Wow. Start car. Huh? Oh, it doesn't sound like much. I wish I could look back to see the engine behind me, but I can't. It's too bad. Okay, cool. So that works. Let's put the cover back on, I guess. Boop. And we can close this. Yoop. Yoop. And then let's go dyno it and see how much more power we've made. So we were down to 83 horsepower at stock. This car had like 179 horsepower, I think. So yeah, I think we're going to do quite a bit better here. Oh my gosh, do not click finish order. I'd be so upset. So upset. All right, run dyno. Here we go. Here we go, customer. Let's see what we did with your 83 horsepower Esprit with like 200,000 kilometers on it. It's a brand new car with how much power? I hope we're 250. 265. Now we're talking. 265 up from 179 horsepower factory, but only 83 horsepower before I restored it. So that is a significant improvement. Now let's go test drive it and see exactly how the Lotus Esprit S1 drives. It might not look like much. Wow, look at that speedometer. That's fun. We get like a special Lotus speedometer. It's very green. I like it. It doesn't look like much, right? It looks a little slow, but this is a sleeper. This is now a sleeper beater, and it's from Turkey. Let's do it. Ready, set, go. Oh, that was that was my bad. It is, wow, oh my gosh, why are you driving so bad? Oh my gosh. You know what? Maybe not upgrading the suspension was a bad idea. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, it just like pulls like crazy. I didn't think about that, but I actually think, oh. Wow, the second I hit the tarmac, it's just like no control. Oh yeah, dude. Okay, I think not upgrading the suspension was a really bad idea. I guess I haven't really done this very much, but a car with bad suspension and a, you know, fairly powerful engine given its weight is not great. And I can tell that those tires have some wear on them. Holy moly. It is not fast. I mean, it's not bad. Like, I actually think this thing would drive okay if I had upgraded the suspension, but it can't take a corner to save its life. And it just like, oh, look at that drift though. Look at that drift though. Maybe it's better for drifting. If you want to build a drift car in this game, you just got to like, maybe do everything and then just put like super bad tires on it. I don't know. Oh, dude, you can kind of drift it. Oh, that is funny. One wonder. I've never even noticed that sign. How's that possible? Oh, it's so bad on the straight. Like, I just hold on the straight, and it, like, starts swerving. Do you hear it? Like, it's like, it just, like, doesn't know what to do on a straight. Drifts! That was not a drift. Wow. Okay, I think let's take it back to the garage. Let's see how much money we made, and we can also see how much money we spent, because we spent a lot more than we had to. All right, so, wow, yeah, did we really only spend $1,500 on all that? If that's true, that's pretty impressive. Task bonus, job bonus. We still potentially made money, if that's accurate, unless that's just factoring in, like, actual, like, relevant parts. I should have looked at how much money I had before. But hey, we made $2,360 and maybe, like, a marginal amount of profit. Or we might have lost money, I don't know, but it was fun anyway. And, I don't know, it was fun to drive. Now I want to drive an Esprit that actually has all the parts changed out, including suspension and tires and stuff. But hey, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, Car Mechanic Simulator, taking a customer's Lotus Esprit who needed a brake job and giving him way more and getting a bunch more power out of his car. But yeah, either way, if you guys did enjoy and you want to see more videos like this of Car Mechanic Simulator or any other games I've been playing, be sure to subscribe. And either way, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. See ya.